Hey, come over here real quick. I need you to do me a favor. I want you to pretend that I'm this random white guy in a suit, and in 10 seconds, I want you to describe yourself without having to mention your job title, hobbies, or interests. Okay, go. Now, why was that so hard for you? Theoretically, you should be able to do that with ease, right? I mean, after all, you're you. Or is it the fact that you truly don't know yourself? Do you have an actual identity out of the things that you like and image that you put on? Or are you just living every day as a walking caricature?
I feel like my personality is frat boy, but my looks and aesthetic is like American Girl doll meets Sabrina Carpenter. So when people meet me, they don't expect me to be talking about explosive diarrhea that just came out of my asshole, or me looking a dirty foot, or
Assigning labels to people based off how they look or act is nothing new. If anything, it's human nature. Oh, he's fat with glasses and is into Dungeons and Dragons? Nerd. Oh, you're Asian? Do my math homework, nigga. Nike Tech wearing dreadhead with black Air Forces? Send him to prison. Even though it's not a new concept, I've noticed that Gen Z leans way too much into assigning labels to themselves or others. Tradwife, quarter zip guy, earthy black girl, YN, e-girl, doomer, zoomer, gooner, dark academia, gym bro, dark empath, furry, weeb. Like damn, I have heard it all, and I can barely keep up because they keep growing every single day. And every label just so happened to be attached with a certain aesthetic. You can probably tell what a person is going to be into, thinks about, and will even talk about just by looking at how they dress. Now, I'm all for authentic expression, don't get me wrong. As much as I'm for people wearing what they like and being into whatever they're into, something about our obsession with labeling ourselves has gone so left to the point where now it feels shallow and inauthentic. I say this because I noticed that a lot of these people don't actually live the image that they put on. You want to feel powerful, intellectual, philosophical, depressed even, so you consume content or do things that makes you look and feel that way instead of actually being that at your core. People now rely on the content they consume and the things they own to form their personality when really it's supposed to be the other way around. I think that the reason people in this generation assign themselves with personal labels is because it makes up for the fact that they have no real personality. And it's understandable. If you're Gen Z, it's highly likely that you've been so chronically online for a large chunk of your life that you never really got to form a personality of your own, outside of the influence of the things you've seen on the internet. You're just a walking shell of whatever slang and aesthetic is trending on TikTok and never took the time to actually learn who you truly are and actually embrace it. Modern culture convinces us that it's all about individuality when the truth is, it does nothing but organize us into oversimplified versions of the people we actually are. The irony is that for a generation that prides ourselves in our individuality, we're all pretty much carbon copies of one another. We try so hard to be unique that we end up being the same as each other. And if everyone's unique and different, no one truly is. But unfortunately, this doesn't just end at fashion. Even genuine mental health disorders and terminology have been reduced to just titles to be fun and quirky. Everyone's now an overstimulated, neurodivergent, depressed OCD, ADHD with depression and anxiety to the point where it's shocking if someone doesn't claim to have any of those conditions. But I won't go too deep into it right now because I think that's worth its own video. The obsession with labels and also the resistance to be boxed into one has also formed a rise in people who form their whole worldview just by opposing what popular opinion is. If the majority goes with a particular opinion, they will instantly disagree because for some reason it makes them feel different and that they're going out of the norm. And just to let you know, being a contrarian doesn't make you intellectually inclined or better than others. You're just disagreeing with people for the sake of it.
Downtown girl or a cottagecore fairy? Are you more into Fruitiger Metro or Internet Core? Do you have schizocore or is it giving obsessive compulsive disorder? Preppy pastel goth who's into power dressing and picnic core?
One of, if not the worst effect of having an unhealthy obsession with labels is that you'll see anyone who isn't into the same things as you as inferior in some way. When you identify with a certain idea and only stick to that one thing, You become close minded and only accept whatever aligns with your chosen identity. Everything else is the enemy. People who are deep into politics think that people who aren't are stupid and uninformed, or that those who don't share the same views as them are somehow evil. People who listen to quote unquote niche artists think that they have a better music taste than the average person who only listens to rap caviar. Hell, we even separate ourselves and go as far as to fight with each other based on whatever god we praise. And I get it. Biologically, humans are wired to steer towards people who are just like themselves. We are naturally just communal creatures, and having that sense of community brings comfort, because true individuality can be more isolating than fitting yourself into a certain group. When your opinions, interests, or aesthetic can't be fit into a certain category, it makes it a bit harder for people to immediately gravitate towards you or take the time to understand you. So in order to avoid this feeling of isolation, we choose identities that are distinct and digestible while telling ourselves that we actually stand out. But when you make your interests and beliefs your whole sense of being, you are restricting yourself in so many ways you can't even imagine. You close yourself off from people or experiences you never thought would be your cup of tea. Instead of allowing yourself to be a nuanced human being, you limit yourself to a one-dimensional archetype that can be described within a few words. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Every human being is indeed unique and has a different story that makes them who they are. But the problem comes when we try to manufacture that uniqueness so it could be fit into a box. Embracing your normalcy is probably the best way to find out what actually makes you special. Who you are and what you're into should be two separate things. Allow yourself to live and go through phases without feeling the need to attach a title to it. True individuality can't be fit into a marketable and clear-cut persona. You're a human being and not a walking Pinterest board. Sometimes you can have parts of yourself that are unpredictable, boring, or even contradictory. That's just a part of truly being human. Being you is the truest form of originality. You the real aesthetic. But anyways, guys, that is it for the video. Please like and subscribe and comment and share with your friends. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Mwah.